So here we are back with another Jethro Tull tutorial, back already. This one I've been putting off for a little bit because it is pretty challenging actually. Mostly the strumming patterns and the rhythms are a bit bizarre in this one, some of the chord changes. It's One White Duck off the Minstrel in the Gallery album from I think 1975. Correct me if that's wrong, but I believe that's right. Yeah. So it's a challenging little piece, but a fun little piece. So I'm going to be going over the first movement. It comes in really two movements, and I'm going to go over the first, which is One White Duck. So I'm capoed on the 4th fret, and I am tuned to the record, so I'll let you tune to me real quick. So the two chords we need to know for the intro are this E minor with the third on top and a C9 chord. So we're going to be changing back and forth between those two. And the intro goes. All right, so let's go over that. The strumming is what's challenging about this. So he strums down and then does a slurred upstroke. Then comes back up and does an upstroke to hit the high note. And then we're going to play on the D string that note when we come back. So see that? And then we're going to change to the C9 chord. And when we come back, we're going to be playing the A string on the 3rd fret. We're going to be playing the root note of the C9 chord. And then the last time, we're just going to land on the D string on the very last time before we do the little that down to the start of the chords. And the walk down run is starting on the D string, 2nd fret, do a pull off, A string, D string, A string, D string, E string, hitting the G on the bass. I find it, for me, it's easier to play this just all downstrokes. It's a little bit fast, but it's not too hard to do. All right, so the intro once again is. Whoops. Got to hit the bass. that gets us into the first verse. And the verses are all played out of this G chord with the two upper strings fretted here. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to incorporate that slurred upstroke in this. We're going to come down and we're going to pick the A string, and then, so that's what the bass is. So the only thing we have to incorporate, of course, is those slurred upstrokes. So the verse, the singing starts. There's a haze on the skyline. This part kind of trips me up trying to sing it. There's a haze on the skyline to wish me. So it does that to get to a C chord with a G in the bass. So rather than play the C chord like this, we're adding that note. There's a haze on the skyline to wish me on my way. So let's slow that down. There's a haze on the skyline to wish me on my way. D. And then we're going to do a slurred upstroke and a hammer on. Strumming those notes. There's a haze on the skyline to wish me on my way. There's a note on the telephone, some roses on a tray. This time we're picking that on the G string. And then we're strumming those notes. On my way. And the motorway. And the motorway. And the motorway. Actually, it's like that on the offbeat. And the motorway. So let's go. On my way. And the motorway stretches. And we're back to this C chord, once again with the G and the bass. And we're going to do a hammer on the D string. And the motorway stretches. And here's where it gets tricky. stretches. We're going to do an upstroke, and we're going to land on the D chord. Hear the rhythm of that? Da, 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 da. The motorway stretches right out to a song. So that's a little tricky rhythmically. Just right out to a song. And then we're going to do a hammer on the D string. We're going to play those notes to get back to the D chord. Stretch. Right out to a song. You can sing. The lyrics are you can put on as I put on my old wings. Forgot that. As I put on my old wings, one white duck on your wall. Doing a hammer on the D string again. Isn't it just? And we're going to a B flat. And the more upstrokes you can do, the better, practically, in this song. Isn't it just too damn real? And then we're going to do a hammer on the B string. And then we're going to do another upstroke. I'll show you. Isn't it just too damn real? And that's the rhythm. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Think it'll like da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Too damn real. One white duck on your, one white duck on your. And then he hits those notes, which are the notes he's singing. One white duck on your wall. And then he's going to a D chord. One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. And then he's coming back to that again. Okay, I'll do it. Let's see. She's too damn real. One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. So it's tricky rhythmically, right? Isn't it just too damn real? One white duck on your wall. Ta-ta. And we're doing that same da-da-da-da. One duck on your wall. Ta-ta. And then we're doing that opening riff again. Now, the thing about this one white duck on your, when he's playing those notes, that's really the bottom of that C chord with the fifth in the bass. So when you're thinking of that chord structure, that's really the chord that's in there. He's just playing those notes, but think about it like this. It's too damn real. One white duck on your wall. See how that chord fits in there? Even though he's just hitting those notes. That's really the chord there. Just too damn real. One white duck on your... So you could actually play the C chord there and kind of do something like that. Just damn real. One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. So yeah, that's one of the trickiest parts of the rhythm to get down. Too damn real. One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. And then we're back into that part. I know I'm not explaining that very well, but that's the best I can do. It's just such a weird transition. Too damn real. One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. To the second verse. I'll catch a ride on your violin, strung up on your bow, and I'll float on your melody, sing your chorus soft and low. There's a picture of you. There's a picture of you. There's a picture of you postcard to say that I called. You can see from the fireplace one white duck on your wall. Isn't it just too damn real? One white duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. One duck on your wall. Yeah, I'm not going over that part. That's clear as mud, I know. But I don't know, it's the best I can do. So after watching the first part of my tutorial, I thought I would come back and correct something in the verses, because I tend to strum them too much. Which isn't right. We really have to articulate those notes. So I thought I would try to sing through the first verse very slowly and see if I can correct that, see if I can articulate those notes a little better. So here we go. There's a haze on the skyline to wish me on my way. There's a note on the telephone, some roses on a tray, and the motorway stretches right out to a song. As I put on my old winds, one white duck on your wall. Isn't it just too damn real? So I think I did it better that time, but there's a haze on the skyline to wish me on my way. So it's really important to articulate those. So I hope that's better. Anyhow, clear as mud, like I said. So that's it for today, folks. See you next time. Bye.